Craig, after a 2-0 result against Rhuthun this afternoon, a difficult afternoon for Papirnyk.
It was, dull, and to Rhuthun's credit, they worked hard and they come here with a great game plan. So first and foremost, they deserve the credit for making it more difficult for us. But we made a lot of errors. We made it hard for ourselves for our own mistakes, and thankfully we've found a way to win. And sometimes when you're on a winning streak like we are at the moment, after beating Holyhead after that long break, going to Guilsfield last week was a fantastic win, and today we've carried that on, and that's what we've lacked throughout this season and possibly with seasons in the past, is that we've lacked that consistency and we've become complacent. But we can't afford to, and we really need to build a run now to the end of the season to look to take that momentum into the start of next season.
3 wins on the bounce after the Airbus defeat. Rhuthun did make it difficult for you this afternoon. What changed the game for the goals to come in the end then?
I think it's just down to our resilience. We weren't playing great football. We are carrying a lot of knocks, and that's not an excuse. We've got lads out missing, and I'll never make an excuse. But the lads that are on there today, they've just stayed resilient, and they've worked hard, and they've believed in, if we continue to keep working, stay compact, work hard, and then we'll get the chances. I think that's probably one of the only games this season that I can recall that we haven't created many chances at home, and that's credit to Rhuthun and their game plan and their hard work, and they're very organised as a side, and that's credit to them.
Inconsistencies from the man in the middle generated a first substitution of Gareth Jones-Evans. Was it a bad foul? Is he happy after the game with what happened?
I mean, Gaz has took a whack, and the pitch is, although it looks great from the side, it is quite heavy when you're on there, and I got no complaints from their behalf, and the referee's in control, so it's down to him what he decides to do.
But it was a very bad tackle. Could have been a leg break. Didn't do anything about it. No cards, nothing. Could have changed the game, Craig.
Yeah, possibly. But as I said, he's there to control the game, Dull. And fortunately, Gaz has limped off, and he possibly miss next weekend. But we'll see how he gets on through the week.
Craig, on a positive note, Meilir scored the first goal. So it could be a run in the team for Meilir after a difficult season.
Yeah, with May, he's a great lad. He's young, he's enthusiastic. He's got Brad's, Julian, Joe, all in front, who have scored a lot more goals. Kai as well is a different type of striker. And I credit to Kai as well, I've got to mention, dropping into midfield last week and this week. He's been tremendous in adapting to that role for us. But May's a great kid, he knows where he wants to go, and I know where he's going to go at this club. He wants to run a games, he wants to get that confidence back up in his performances, and I made up for him to get that goal today.
At the end of March, there's a chance for players to move on. Will a couple move on this season?
Well, there's discussions going on. At the moment, we're a bit thin, and it all depends on who's coming back and who's going to be available for next weekend. We've still got our season to finish. So regardless of anything else, that's what's the main
So no thing. Vultures in the hovering above Papirnyk looking for strikers?
But there's always teams coming in looking for strikers, and that's be all and end all of football. When you haven't got contracted players, that's what you got to expect. When you've got your top lads performing, or you've got some in the squad that aren't quite getting minutes, we've got a very good group here, and they're all very talented individuals, so it is what it is.
Moving on, a couple of games against Flint, big games coming up, and a difficult place to go, Flint, but looking forward to it.
I mean, massive 48 hours next week. We play on the Saturday, we'll prepare right this week. The lads need a good session on Tuesday now. And those who are carrying knocks will have to be seen and treated, so that next weekend we're ready and fresh on the Saturday, and then it's a quick turnover before welcoming Flint here on the Monday, so it is what it is again.
Diolch, Craig.
Diolch, Dull.
Diolch yn fawr. Meilir, port y gyda 2-0 neu Rhuthun, ti'n cael y gol gyntaf, sut ti'n teimlo ar ôl y gem yna heddiw?
Gret o ganlyniad i ni. Oedd hi'n gem galad, oedden ni wedi disgwyl hynna cyn y gem, lle efo'r gem i ffwrdd o fanna. A'r siom o gael gem gyfartal o 2 gol yr un, lle yn fanna oedden ni'n teimlo bod ni arna un iddyn nhw, lle. Ac yn lwcus iawn heddiw, da ni wedi llwyddo i gyro'r gem 2-0, bod o'n perfformiad gorau, lle. Ond mae'n gret o ganlyniad i ni'n symud ymlaen o'n.
Os ti ymlaen ar ôl faint, 20 munud, bydd y deimliadau di ddod ymlaen i greu argraff?
Ges i roed fyny top efo Joe. ac eisiau'r cyfle lle, ddim dwi'n gallu chwarae gymaint yn ddiweddar lle. O'n i falch iawn o gael dod ymlaen. Ond so dod ymlaen a trio sgorio'r gol na, oedd yn holl bwysig i ni i fynd ar y blaen lle. So dyna.
Y gol yna, chdi fe, 4 allan o gol, be adrodd y feddwl di mei?
O'n i'n poeni amdani fod yn onest, o'n i'n ofyn i ryw bobl ddod ar draws lle, ond Lucas with reading Kevin y net lle.
Sim eisiau chdi boeni am y bobl, mae Sean Bradley di wneud saff yn ochr arall i cael mae'r bobl.
Do,
ond sgorio, a di cael yr ail wedyn, Sean yn cael yr ail i selio bo beth i fod yn onest.
Chwarae ar y brec mewn ffordd, mae hynna di gweithio i ni wrsos dwytha yn Gilsfield i gyro'r gêm 3-1 bod ni lawr i 10 dyn, lle efo 20 munud i fynd. Ond mae Sean di llwyddo i sgorio'r gol na'n diwad i gyro'r gêm 2-0.
Ydyn, diolch Sean am y laff yn y cefn. Ydyn, beth sy'n disgwyl Meilir rwan? Mae'n nôl yn y tîm, diwa mis Mawrth. Ydy sa glwb eraill yn chwilio allan am Meilir i roi profiad diwedd yma?
Dwi'n siŵr iawn o'ch ofydd Craig hynna. Ond dwi'n jyst falch o gael dod ymlaen heddiw a sgorio'r gol holl bwysig yna i gyro'r gêm. Gan i weld beth sy'n digwydd yn yr wythnos nesaf.
Diolch yn fawr, Mei. Pob lwc.
Diolch yn fawr.